for least offensive speaker at the RNC, the award goes to Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker had a speech where he's like, I've known Trump for a long time, which is true because he owned the generals, Trump did. He partly owned them. And Herschel Walker, they did that huge deal to get Herschel Walker to go to the generals at the USFL when they did that league that competes with the NFL. That's part of the reason why Donald Trump is constantly talking crap about the NFL. Oh, they're terrible. You should watch hockey filled with white people. Okay, too late. Nobody's watching it except Michael Schur. Anyway, but Herschel Walker was like, I've known the guy for a long time. His family and my family went to Disneyland. I like him. He hasn't been mean to me. I was like, oh, okay, that's fair. He didn't say anything else, so I was like, okay, that's your experience. I'm not denying that.
Yeah, he talked about how he treats. These stories have been told before about how Donald Trump treats people in the service industry that are around him, like people in Mar-a-Lago. He treats them like their family. Yeah, trust me, if that same woman that's working in Mar-a-Lago, he sees her out in the streets, he doesn't give a damn about anything she has to do with it. By the way, doesn't give a damn about her life or her struggles when she's at Mar-a-Lago working for him. He just doesn't call her filthy names. He doesn't grope her. And then tell all of his friends about what a horrible human being she is. He says that for people that openly disagree with him, or just anytime he has any other fight with anyone else in the streets. If they're there to help him or serve him, he's nice to them. Like, that's not like a redeeming quality and characteristic for someone.
By the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Number one, I'm not sure I believe Herschel. There's a revisionist history on Herschel Walker as we speak. Hold, I'm gonna explain that in a second. But all these people who always brag about like Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, Donald Trump, they don't spit on their waiters. Congratulations. Right? Is that a thing that happens all the time? Like, where are the rest of the Republicans like vicious to waiters and waitresses? Because most normal people are pretty nice to waiters and waitresses. I don't know any liberals that go in and are like, you goddamn waiter, give me my food. Yeah, there's a couple of rude people in the world, but most people are nice to waiters and waitresses, right? Hostesses and stuff. So it's not like some giant redeeming quality that he wasn't like abhorrent to every single person he met. It's a very low bar. But now,
yeah, and then he showed up to Disney World with me and my family. So he decided not to shun you because you're too low life for him, even though you're a well-known legend yourself. But he actually came out with us. That means it's surprising that he actually did something with you because he's not repulsed by you long enough to hang out with you. That's great. I thought say, get away from me, you dirty black guy. But he actually hung out.
No, Jayar, that's such a great point because he's like, remember, Herschel Walker was taking his family and Trump's family to Disneyland, and none of them expected Trump to come, including his own family. And then, so the great story is, and then Donald Trump actually showed up for once to actually be with his family at Disneyland, and everybody was shocked. Not as good a story as you think it is. By the way, this is the guy who I thought was the best speaker at the RNC. But here comes the revisionist history. As I was telling you all that, some of the stories, I was like, I trust Herschel Walker. I believe when he says Donald Trump wasn't virulently racist at some random waitress, right? And I was like, wait a minute. You remember that old story about Herschel Walker? How he said he never lifted any weights and then he got this killer body by just doing push-ups and sit-ups?
Oh,
it's possible that Herschel Walker's been lying his whole life.
First we got Ben Carson, who learned, was it physics, or I don't know what he learned, by osmosis from Jesus. Yeah. And now Herschel Walker is like was at least an NFL specimen, a body like a god, because he did push-ups and sit-ups. By the way, push-ups and sit-ups do a lot. Let's not discount that. But I don't know if he's gonna be the guy.
I always wondered how he got those biceps from push-ups and sit-ups. Anyway, okay, but kidding aside, seriously, Herschel Walker's speech was fine. I know the guy, and he's been nice to me. Okay, fair enough. And probably the most redeeming thing we heard about Trump, it was amusing, but totally fine. Then there was every other speech, which is like, watch out for black people like Herschel Walker coming to the suburbs.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, Jayar. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.